try to think a little bit about last year, you would remember that was a very short season. So we saw many weird things in the corn crop. Especially we saw delayed planting in many cases, delayed flowering, and therefore delayed harvest. So lots of moisture problems. So many people reacted to that and wanted to plant early, right? Planted really, really early, and some planted actually earlier hybrids. I'm not against earlier hybrids actually. It's a little safer approach, but planting really, really early, which is good in general, we usually recommend that. But also we have some problems. What did we have? We have very cold soils to start with, then we got wet soils, and with that we got some uneven emergence. And now we are seeing the not very well prepared plots or fields. We see some uneven emergence and some uneven crops, and therefore that would be probably would affect the yield sometimes.
Now, in terms of between now and harvest time, I know last year there was kind of all of a sudden talk about western bean cutworm around here that nobody really worried about before. I mean, is that going to be an issue? Is there going to be other pests, problems to come along in the next couple of months?
Well, we are keeping an eye on that one. We have a network of traps. We set up 165, I believe, traps across Ontario and Quebec. So joining efforts with OMAFRA, trying to identify where this new pest is going and how it's crossing Ontario and also Quebec. Last year we just identified it. We saw that it's feeding on corn. Probably this year is to keep a closer eye, do moth counts, and we need to go there, you know, to the corn field and see, especially in the Roundup Ready, the conventionals and hybrids that are not Herculex or Herculex Extra, they would be more affected by western bean cutworm. So we need to keep an eye. I'm pretty sure we are going to find some issues there.
Other than cutworm, anything else that might pop up that?
I would encourage growers to go out to the field close to flowering and take notes. See when their products are flowering. It's a very important time of for the crop, and try to compare that to last year. So my guess is that most of the crop in Ontario will be flowering in between now and the next 10 days. If you compare to last year, that is about 15 and 20 days ahead of time. That is great. But again, try to think in the long term. This is a hot season. Last year was extremely cold. Try to think in the average. So try to think in the most adaptive product for your area. Don't go too late. Don't overreact and go too early. Just try to plant something that is adapted for your area.